Mr. Trump, the country's broke. Where did the money go?
Look, when I was president, America was rich. Rich like never before. They all say so.
Your numbers say otherwise. Tax cuts, ballooning deficit. Explain that.
That was Biden. Obama started it. It's a disaster. A total disaster. I fixed it.
You fixed it by breaking it harder.
No one breaks better than me. Ask anyone. The best break. The strongest comeback.
You think this is a campaign rally?
Some say I'm better than Lincoln, and I'm definitely more handsome.
You're under oath. Can you stop performing?
Of course. Nobody respects courtrooms more than I do, except maybe me, in a better courtroom with gold walls.
You've just turned perjury into a brand.
Thank you. I always knew I was marketable.
You're getting yourself into such trouble, Miss Crum. You have no idea how much trouble you're getting yourself into.
I would also like to point out, Your Honor, that Mr. Doss never opened his store. He's running it illegally out of his home while collecting welfare. When we went to the store just prior to leaving Buffalo that night, I specifically asked him if he had his gas money. He told me he did. He did not tell me that he did not have any gas money until about 4 hours into the trip.
Who paid for the food? Who paid Who paid for the food?
Because
I just told you.
Yes.
That she's not paying for the mileage.
Well, I need to let you know that she had a verbal agreement with me that she would use that vehicle, and it doesn't matter. Like I have to pay for this car note now. I have to pay for the car note.
Next time, don't do it.
Yeah.
She asked for the car back.
Next time, listen to me. Next time, don't do it. If somebody doesn't have good enough credit to lease a car on their own, and if you lease it for them, then you're an idiot. You're an idiot.
So I'm an idiot for helping someone that was in need at the time.
Yeah. Ms. Perkins, I sort of have a little bit of a problem with what you just said to me, that I threw it out at the curb. Because he wants two things. He wants his furniture back. And he says that you and your current boyfriend were responsible for him crashing his car.
No, ma'am.
I'm going to find that out in a moment. But I've read your answer to his complaint.
Okay.
Your answer to his complaint says that in December you tried to set up appointments with him, with the authorities, to get his furniture, and he never showed up. That's what you swore to in your answer.
Yes, ma'am.
So how could it be that you threw his furniture out in October if you were scheduling appointments to pick up his furniture that he never showed up to, according to you, in December? Do you understand? Think for a second. Think about the answer that you're going to give me. That's called theft. You walked behind the counter, opened the cabinet, and took an entire bottle of vanilla syrup.
Your Honor, I thought it was part of the customer experience, you know, like make your own coffee kind of vibe.
Oh, please. What cafe lets customers refill their backpacks with premium beans and walk out smiling?
He literally said to another customer, "Don't buy it. Just scoop and go. I lost over $600 worth of product."
Maybe I took a little too much.
You didn't take too much. You took what wasn't yours. That's not sampling. That's stealing. Judgment for the plaintiff. You owe her $600, plus emotional damages for making her question humanity.
Well, actually, I came back to the scene.
Well, you came back looking for your bumper or looking for the license plates? It's not funny. Actually, it's not funny. I don't know what you think is funny here because you don't see me smiling. I'm not smiling.
I went to get my boyfriend, and then I came back.
You went to get your boyfriend?
Yes.
Why would you go to get a useless boyfriend?
Because I was scared.
Why didn't you go get your father? Why did you go to get a useless?
There.
Well, neither was your boyfriend.
Your Honor? No.
Neither was your boyfriend.
Well, yeah, I know.
Not funny. What does your father do for a living?
Instruction.
What time does he go to work during the day?
In the morning.
And what time does he get home at night?
Like 5.
Does your mother work?
Yes.
What time does she go to work in the morning?
Like 8.
Not like. What time does she go to
8.
work in the morning? She goes to work at 8. And what time does she come home from work?
Like 5. 5.
Not like.
5.
And when do you go to work?
I don't work.
I don't think I can help you, Miss Burns.
I don't understand. She was sending out bills for prior balances that had nothing to do.
I don't know that.
But he has those bills here.
I don't know that. He doesn't have to prove anything to me.
But we did all this work.
Evidently not satisfactorily. Because, I mean, why would he take business away from you if he had been with a firm for 25 years? Let's be realistic. If somebody is in business and everything is going smoothly and whoever is there retires and you're perfectly satisfied with the replacement and all your business is there, all your prior returns are there, all your prior bills were there, why would you move it?
Probably because you're not satisfied.
Well, either because you're not satisfied or because things weren't working well.
Right.
When this woman had a stroke, was that in March?
No, it was in August of 17.
Okay, did she continue to work?
She did not. She was in a coma.
He's withheld my payment for 3 months. I did 5 cover-level photo shoots, and he hasn't paid me a single dollar.
Your Honor, look at her. She's clearly beautiful. I gave her exposure. She should thank me.
Mr. Chad, you think beauty is a form of payment?
Well, with someone like her, I mean, it's not like she needed the money.
I'm not here because I'm beautiful. I'm here because I'm smart. And right now, you're not helping your case because neither quality applies to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chad, exposure doesn't pay rent. You owe her $3,500 judgment for the plaintiff. May I see it?
Yes. Text messages 82 through 90, Exhibit C,
May I see that?
Exhibit F. Monday, July 30th at 2:12 p.m., the defendant asked if he could borrow another $20 for gas. Exhibit G.
Show me the text message where you
Sure.
asked for the $20.
Text messages 106, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I immediately filed a police report. I also mentioned it in text messages 111 and 112.
You have the cost of the Keurig coffee maker?
Yes, I have Exhibit O. Bed and Bath has it for $125.
Great. Who actually did the grooming on the dog?
One of our employees.
Where is that employee?
She is at work right now.
Why?
We had to be here since we are the owners.
Well, you could have one owner and the employee who actually did the work.
That's true.
Well, why didn't you do that?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Were you there when the dog was groomed?
I was there. I mean, not physically watching every second, but
Well,
I was taking...
That's what I need. I need somebody who was physically there, watching every second.
Yes.
She wasn't there.
No.
Where do you come from?
Marina Valley.
Where is that?
It's about an hour and a half from L.A.
Did you drive here? Mm-hmm. I don't understand why you didn't bring the dog groomer. Saw. So you paid not, and she got fancy?
She used my card to buy a $400 silk robe. For herself,
She said it was a gift.
she wore it. I never even saw the tag.
Miss Crystal, did you use her card?
Yeah, but I was going to pay her back.
With what? Wishes and fairy dust.
It was just for convenience.
Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. You used her card. You wore the robe. That's not convenience, that's theft.
I mean, technically, Doc, I was gonna.
Technically, you lost this case 30 seconds ago. $400 plus fees. Judgment for the plaintiff. So he said he was homeless, didn't want to take the dog to a shelter. He would pay for food, etc. If somebody would take the dog while he was looking for a home. Is that what the idea of
Yes,
the
Your
breaks? Why in the world would you answer that ad?
I wish I didn't.
And you kept the dog with you for 4 months?
Correct, Your Honor.
What were you doing during those 4 months, Mr. DeMarco?
I was looking for housing. I am here today over Miss Cortini's stealing my...
I don't care what you're here for today. I'm getting a whole different feel for this case than when I first read your complaint, sir. So Miss Cortini took care of your dog for 4 months, and you didn't pay her at all? Is not an answer. The answer is no.
She never asked to be paid. She volunteered.
Are you listening to what I'm saying to you? Miss Cortini was a stranger to you, took care of your dog for 4 months, and you didn't pay her.
Correct.
Were you working? That's a yes or a no during that month.
Well, I'm self-employed, so some
Just
days
a
I work,
second.
some days I don't. Yes,
So
I was working.
The answer was you were working, and you didn't work over the Christmas holidays.
I wasn't
you
claiming
probably-
lost wages.
Mr. Campos, it's not an audition, sir.
I'm not
I don't think you're
auditioning, I'm
cute.
just
I don't
responding
think-
to what you
I
say.
don't think you're cute.
I'm not trying to be cute.
Great.
You're
Good.
trying to be cute.
Good.
You are cute.
Mr. Campos, you are absolutely correct. That's why I have the job, and you get $10, and that's the judgment of the court. Goodbye.
You don't
We're
want to hear
done.
the facts?
We're done. Nobody forced you to play this beer pong game, this alcohol game, in high school when you were living with your mother. Correct?
Your Honor.
Good. Now this is what this lawsuit is about. Your son drank too much when he was out at a party, not at his house, at somebody else's house. He drank of his own volition, as he has done when he was 15, 16, 17, and 18. When he was living with you, don't shake your head, no, he just told me yes. Just listen to me. Don't look at him. He just answered me. He said he learned to play beer pong in high school when he would go to his friends' houses when the parents were away, and that's where he first learned it. I'll play back the tape so you can hear it. So that's when he first learned. That's when he first learned it. In high school, when he was living, I assume, with you, because that's what he said. No. She's going to kill you later. She's going to kill you later. Did she give you $1,000? Don't shake your head back and forth. Did she give you $1,000?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you buy a car with it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how long did she stay in your apartment?
6 days.
You have to give her the $1,000 back.
That's not how it went down, Your Honor.
I don't care. Did you have $1,000 for a car?
My aunt was going to give me the car. I just was telling her that what I didn't want to do was go empty-handed. So I just was explaining to her what was going on. And she offered, and I didn't deny.
Don't be an idiot.
It wasn't.
Don't be an idiot. This is your child.
This is my child.
Yeah, don't be an idiot in front of your child. You don't want to teach her bad lessons about her father. So you had 2 girlfriends?
Yes.
At the same time? I'm following. But only one lived with you in the room.
Yes.
The other one had her own place.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a very busy boy. And it was so busy that you said, you know what? Even I'm pretty good. I can't keep up with all of this. I think you should get an apartment, a place of your own.
Well, what had happened is the people that I was rooming with and staying with, they were telling me, hey, it's getting a little bit too crowded here. Therefore, that's where I suggested.
Did they know each other?
Yes.
So they each knew that you had a relationship with the other?
Yes, ma'am.
Must see something I don't. Now we're in 2019.
Okay.
And he has been using the car, driving the car, clearly with your permission, because he's been making the payments on the car. If you didn't report the car stolen, then he's been using your car with your permission.
Well, no, we agreed that he was going to pay for the taxes of the car, and he was going to keep taking the car payments. He was going to take over.
Miss Lau, pay attention.
Okay.
You're not paying attention. If you didn't report the car stolen, then he was using your car with your permission.
Because
the answer would be a long story. That would be a yes.
Okay, can I say something?
No.
Okay.
If you didn't report the car stolen when you separated in 2017, he was using the car that is titled in your name with your permission. Mr. Ward, you purchased a car from the defendant.
Yes.
And what drew your attention to this car that Miss Kidd was advertising?
It was
cheap.
Yes.
It was half of what its value was.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You gave her $4,700, tried to register the car. They said the car had a lien on it, and they wouldn't let you register the car, and then the car was repossessed because nobody was making payments on it.
Yes.
I don't know whether Miss Kidd told you that the car had a lien on it or not.
Well, Miss Kidd told me she paid the car off because she was getting her a new truck.
It doesn't matter. If the car is worth $9,500 and she's selling it to you for $4,700, if it sounds too good to be true, it's usually not true. It lists right here on the title that there's a lien holder.
But it's signed.
Who signed it?
That came in the mail, RPM.
No, look at me. This is the lien holder. Look at me. Who signed it?
I signed it to sign it off.
Of course you did.
Signing off the title.
No, you signed off release of lien. That's fraud. Did you have a written contract with her?
Yes.
That's either a yes or no. Did you have a written contract with her? That's a simple question. They get harder.
Yes, but it wasn't signed.
Can I see it?
I don't have it. She had it.
You didn't make a copy?
I didn't get to get it because she started the argument right before it was printed, and we had talked to a lawyer and everything.
Well, then you didn't have a contract.
You could say that.
I can. I am. It was intended that the business be contractually, in writing, memorialized. Before that happened, you had an argument. So the contract was never memorialized, which means that you never had a contract. So what are you suing her for?
The structure policy.
And with no, just a second, with no report to a fire department, she had all that damage. And what did the church suffer? Sir, in what location did the church suffer damage?
In that location, that apartment.
Just a second. Only in her apartment?
Correct.
Not any place else?
Correct.
Yeah, good. Do me a favor. Go fight with each other someplace else. Not here. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. I think it's a huge scam.
Amen.
I'm not sure whether you were both involved in it, but I know the insurance company got taken for a ride because how much money did they give you?
$12,000.
Oh! Gone. We're done. Pauline, how many children do you have?
3.
You're expecting another one?
Yes.
How old are you?
21.
You have enough children, Pauline.
Yes.
Did anybody ever tell you that?
Yes.
Who else told you that?
Everybody.
So add my voice to the rest of the pack. You have enough children, there are other things to do in your spare time. You and your stepfather got into a fight.
Yes, because he then came out the room and said to me, "Why are you trying to take advantage of your mother?" And I said to him, "I am not trying to take advantage of her. This conversation is between me and my mother.
No, it
Mind
isn't.
your business."
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Because it's not between
yeah. Is that your mother's husband?
Yes, that's her husband. That's
Then
not my
listen to
legal
me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't want you to sound stupid, because what you just said to me is stupid. If you're having a conversation with your mother who lives with her husband, and you're asking your mother to take an infant into the house to take care of that infant, it has to do with her husband who lives there. He's not delivering a pizza. He lives there.
Exactly.
At that time, senior management team gathered to discuss and determine it was necessary, based upon employee protocol, to place the employee on administrative unpaid leave. Do you understand what your daughter did? Do you understand what your daughter did?
Yes, but she didn't do that.
You mean somebody took her phone?
No, it's been
do you mean somebody took her phone?
No.
Just coincident? Is that what you want me to believe?
No.
You want this brain to believe that somebody took her phone? That's a cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody took her cell phone and called the employment of her ex-boyfriend and stated to them that he had numerous criminal charges pending against him, and then returned her cell phone to her? Is that what you want me to believe, Mr. Massaro?
No.
Is this what you want this person?
No.
Look at this face. I'm not giving you another penny, not another penny. If the money went back into your account.
Because he was wrong. That's why he dropped the dispute.
No, let me tell you something. If I was in
Why
business.
did he drop the dispute?
If you're going to talk over me, I'm going to throw you out of here and not even explain.
Would be my
Hey,
question.
just a second. If you're going to try to talk over me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to throw you out.
Yes, ma'am.
It would be my pleasure anyway. In answer to my question, you did say the dates were correct. Then you changed. Don't speak. Then you changed it later when you saw the direction I was going in. That's number one. Number two, I asked you whether all 14 motorcycles were rented for that period of time, 26th, 27th, 28th. Your response to me, because it's on tape, was, no, they weren't. And he called pretty far in advance. So the second thing is that you suffered no damage as a result of his canceling, because the rest of your motorcycles weren't rented. He only rented one. I'm not finished yet.
I understand.
I'm not finished yet.
I understand.
So if I were in business with a customer who had reserved and used my business before 3 times.
That understood the policy.
Hey, just
that understood the policy.
Goodbye. Your case is dismissed.
That's
We're
great.
done. You want to tell me the cockamamie story that you told me in your answer, or you want to just let it go from there and say what happened is, as Miss Tsai says happened, that my 2 pit bull mixes attacked her dog, and I'm going to be responsible for her vet bills? Or you want to tell me this cockamamie story, which I'm going to listen to?
I want to tell you my story.
Go.
Miss I came in to the coffee house. She came to the side door. She rattled the door. She made noise talking, and she threw the dog in. She did not enter.
Just a second. That was the cockamamie part of the story that I wanted you to tell. That was the stupid part of the story that I wanted an intelligent woman who runs a business to tell me. So what you're telling me is that this woman who takes her dog everywhere, this calm dog, who clearly is a dog that is attached to its mother, that she opened the door and threw the dog into your coffee shop. Is that what you want me to believe?
She did.
You're an idiot.
This has been a Chuckling Koala production.